Welcome to the Sports Breakdown. Today we are doing a quick preview of the next important game, that is RCB versus Rajasthan Royals. This is being played at the Dubai International Stadium. Uh, More important game for RCB to cement their third spot as of now, as per the table. Rajasthan Royals are also looking to get back and put their stake for the playoffs. Just before that, give an update on the toss. RCB has won the toss and are bowling first. They have one change, that is Kyle Jamieson is not playing, and in come um, George Garton, the left arm seamer who impressed everyone at the Southern Brave during the 100 competition, which their team went on to win. Rajasthan Royals have one change in Jaidev Unadkat is not playing, and in comes the impressive Kartik Tyagi, the young man who had a good start at that game against Punjab. Who's this? Satvik here. Hi, Satvik. Nice to have you here to the show. Thanks, joining the sports breakdown. Just before that, we need to have a quick roundup of what happened yesterday in a thrilling game of Mumbai Indians versus Punjab Kings. Again, a low-scoring thriller that we are getting used to these days in the IPL. Mumbai pretty lucky, I'll say, to get out of that rod. I have a Bhasker here. Bhasker, what do you think about yesterday's result for Mumbai Indians?
Yeah, I think they were quite lucky. They got a lot of drop catches, and I think if I look at it, like just at the innings break, Mumbai were like 80-85% favorites to win by quick info, right? So
Yeah.
and then yeah, initially when Sky got out the first ball, then the match really turned, and I think
Hmm.
Punjab they bowled quite well in that way. Just the fielding were not good, and I think last 4 overs they still required 40 runs, but
Yes.
like then because they had Pandya
Pollard.
one boundary here and there, Pollard, it was there. So I think it was a subpar total, I would say. So similar to the first match, actually, if you look at it, the first match of KKR, where the KKR they chased, KKR was also in big trouble, and then this Nitish Rana hit just two sixes to Lalit
Yeah.
Yadav when the match turned, right? So very similar matches going on, and I think this match also now what we are seeing a clear trend is that people choosing to bowl first. That's one.
Huh.
Yeah, because nobody knows what the right score is. And number two, what we are seeing is that uh, the low scoring. So we have not seen a 200 yet in UAE. Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah. So,
But
yeah.
sir,
Hmm.
do you this? So, do you think is it good to be bowling first? I know this pitch particularly is a fresh pitch and has in a one corner of the ground, so one side of the boundary could be shorter than the other. But generally, do you think people going for chase is a good idea, especially in this competition? Keeping that in mind, the pitch keeps wearing on, and lots of matches on being played on the same grounds. So pitches will
Yeah.
slow down as more games are into action.
Yeah, I think in the evening still so you have to weigh two three things, right? The first is obviously whether you know what the score is and chasing is an advantage in that way. Number
Yeah.
two is obviously what you said is that whether the pitch slows down. But third thing is obviously the dew factor, and the dew factor even it's not in outfield. At least at the pitch it fastens the thing. So I think
Mhm.
it is very important for people to consider both things, and I think most teams have concluded that bowling first is the better option. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. So coming back to yesterday's game, do you think someone like a Hardik Pandya coming into form is a good sign for not just Mumbai Indians but Team India in general? Because he was under lots of criticism for not yet performing because he hasn't yet bowled. He has delivered with the bat, though a bit scratchy to start. Couple of big hits in that final over of Mohammad Shami got him going. Do you think?
Yes, yes. I think obviously it's a good sign for both India and Mumbai Indians. And obviously he had not played the first match, right? So I
First
think,
two games.
yeah, first two games. So I think that is a good sign. But I think what Mumbai would be worrying is actually Sky is also not. They dropped Ishan Kishan and then the Sky is also out. And actually yesterday Saurabh Tiwari played a good, decent hand, so it kind of
Yeah.
indicated their stand of playing him in that way. So obviously they're seeing something in the nets or something in that way. So I think. The only way I think they can try to get Ishan Kishan is that if they drop Decock and get him as a wicketkeeper because he's a backup wicketkeeper. But that will be changing too many things in their lineup. So I think they'll stick to this lineup with Rohit and Decock at
Hmm.
top, Pollard. And then I think, and also the Kuta Nile versus Mill trade off also worked good for them. So
Yeah,
in
yeah.
fact, I think they can also think of playing Mill and Kuta Nile together and maybe give Bolt a one match rest, because right now I think it's very close,
Yeah.
right? They are not fight. They are not even like in fourth or play. They are fifth place right now, right, in the table. Yeah,
Mumbai
they
Indians,
are.
yes, yes. Mumbai Indians in fifth.
Yeah, so they and KKR are the same points, but their net run rate is
Yeah,
nearly the
KKR
worst.
is higher.
So, yeah, and there's a big difference. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
0.36 versus 0.45 to point 7 runs over 11
Yes, huge,
matches.
huge,
That,
huge
that
difference.
that's
And in a
quite a
T20,
lot.
it's
So I
difficult to
think they have.
make up that particular difference.
Yeah, so I think if today Royal Challengers win, then they are pretty much through. So they'll be at 14 points, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
so and Rajasthan will be out by then. So I think
yeah, that's
most
true.
likely that the result. So let's see.
Right. So that's a good review of the Yamaha and Punjab. Sorry to the Punjab fans. Again, a close loss. Feel sad for someone like a Lokesh Rahul has been performing well, but unfortunate with the results, I'll say for him. But Mumbai,
Yeah.
again, Mumbai fans, I'll say have been doing well, and it's a good win. Look like they'll be in that final challenge for that fourth elusive spot for the playoffs. Could be down with them and KKR in that race. So let's hope for the best. Who's gonna win? We'll know maybe towards the last league games only. We'll know. And just to update all your viewers here, the last two matches of this IPL league games will be played at the same time. It's just been updated. The last two games were from Mumbai Indians and Sunrisers Hyderabad, as well as Royal Challengers Bangalore versus Delhi Capitals. Both those games will be played at the same time. So no advantage for anyone. If you play well and hope for the best, you can improve your run rate, etc. You don't have any such target in your front of you to go for it. So the best team and the best results will help you to get into the playoffs. So you can't do any hanky panky, you can say. So that's good. It's a wise decision also. And also for Mumbai Indians supporters, one update is Arjun Tendulkar is injured and he's been replaced by Simarjeet Singh of Delhi. So that's a update for Mumbai fans. So coming back to the RCB game versus Rajasthan Royals, Pawan here says interesting choice for RCB going with Dan Christian today instead of Jamieson. I think Dan Christian was already there, maybe a slight niggle for Jamieson, I presume. But George Garton, who has come in from him, as I said, he has been a good wicket taking form for the Southern Brave in the 100 and also in English county cricket, he has done pretty well. Uh, Left arm that gives a different variation to the attack rather than all right arm seamers. I can't be too harsh on someone like a Dan Christian because he, with experience, yeah, he has lost his pace a little bit, but he has a good variety there. He balls from around the wicket into the pads, angling it. I mean, giving no room to the batsman basically in that slog overs. I think that's his job nowadays in any of the franchise that he plays. Being an experienced player, I think, and also has experience of winning a lot of championships around the world in various leagues. So I think Dan Christian gives you that experience. Yeah, he's not as huge a threat with the bat nowadays, but decent bowler. I think that's why he has been put in, and a medium pacer all rounder is always useful in these conditions, I'll say. So that's the choice I'll feel what RCB went with. Your thoughts, Bhasker, on this?
So sorry, on what, on the RCB
On
lineup only?
yeah, on picking Dan Christian over Jamieson is what Pawan's asking.
Yeah, I think
Shankar
they have
sir says
already
hi,
got the
Rohan and
bowling
Bhaskar.
covered.
Hi, Shankar sir.
Hmm? Okay, thank God. Yeah, so I think it's a 50-50 choice, right? And I think
Yeah.
Dan Christian is more flexible. I think he can bat up,
Yes.
whereas Jamieson is not like a good bat. So I
Bring
think
Garton to see how he
in bowling
performs.
wise, Jamieson is again an opening bowler, but they have got Siraj, they have got Harshal Patel. So I think
Yes.
they wanted somebody who can boot cutters in that way. And if you look at Harshal Patel, is also bowling a lot of cutters. And if you look at yesterday's match, Venki Iyer bowled so well, bowling slow
Yes.
medium pace in that way. Pollard bowled so well, bowling slow medium pace. So I think that they're just going by what has happened in the previous matches. There's slower medium pace bowlers undercutting the
Pace
ball.
off.
The pace of the ball is doing well. And then right now the first 6 overs are where people are scoring. And like even Bolt went for a lot of runs last time. Prasid Krishna got hit in that way. So
Yeah.
if you have got a tall bowler who's little bit wayward and has a lot of bounce, it can backfire. So I think they're
Expensive.
just
Yeah.
backing the variations. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So coming to this Venkatesh Iyer, how impressed are you with him in this leg of the IPL? Because he has been very consistent in domestic cricket, but to have a top order batsman who can ball medium pace, because we have seen in India generally a lot of these top order batsmen hardly bowl. Even if they bowl, they are generally part-time spinners. But to
Yeah.
have a medium pace top order batsman in overseas conditions, say like England, New Zealand, where it can seem a little bit, maybe a role what Dada used to do for India earlier, just behind our seamers, fill in those 3-4 overs. Don't you think someone like a Venkatesh Iyer can be a very handy pick for Team India in the coming years at least?
No, I think I've not seen him enough. I think he just played 2 3 matches. I think when you look
Okay.
at his record, he has got a decent record in first class. But I think to make it to Indian team, you need to score 1,000 runs in a Ranji
Okay.
Trophy in that way,
Hmm.
like Mayank Agarwal, or you are like a under 19 player who's coming to the rank like Prithvi Shaw or
Hmm.
Shubman Gill. So
Yeah, yeah.
given that he has not taken all those routes, I think he can definitely come in one of the short games, like short form ODI and
Yeah, I'm talking
this
short
thing where.
forms, ODI, T20s.
Yeah, short forms he can be part of. I think he performed that well. I think the only challenge is that there India the competition for openers is quite a lot. Yeah, so like
Sir,
India, like
actually, in domestic cricket, he bats around 5 or 6 for Madhya Pradesh.
yeah,
So I
exactly.
don't know
Yeah,
if for KKR no options, so they had to bat him at top of the order.
yeah, but I think he's given a clear role, right? He comes in like he
Yeah,
hits, he bats like very risky compared to other players in that way. But yeah, so I
mm.
think they made a smart choice of promoting him number one, giving him the license, but also getting him to bowl those 3 overs in that match because like bowling a part timer and extra over can backfire. Like
Yeah,
yesterday we saw with Lalit Yadav, So I think it can play 2 ways, but I think he was bowling smart, and I think.
yeah.
The dimensions are also very critical, right? Because he was pulling cutters, people were trying to hit him, and they could not get timing. I think it's difficult to time the slow up pacers than either a spinner or this one. Yeah,
Dipanshu says it's very early round for Venkatesh Iyer. Yeah, we need to score more runs in domestic cricket. Yeah, that's what Bhasker is trying to get into it. Yeah, right, rightly
yeah.
said. Right. And coming to now today's game again, do you think Rajasthan Royals are missing a few players stepping up because it's a heavy burden on someone like a young captain in Sanju Samson? Others have just not stepped up, be it
Yeah, so
Chris
but
Morris, Rian
I
Parag.
wouldn't. Yeah, so I like you're right. I wouldn't blame anybody in Rajasthan Royals is because they
Yeah,
have lost
Shankar
like
sir is
two.
saying Chris Morris has been disappointed RR in second half. Yes, sir. That's what I was
Yeah,
coming to those guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think let's look at first what the RR lineup was supposed to be. So RR lineup
Hmm.
was to be Stokes, Butler, and who else?
Archer.
Archer, right? And Andrew
Yeah,
Tai also, right? I think. Yeah.
yeah,
So I
yeah, yeah,
think those three were 100% picks, right? So I think these people. So if you look at the auction strategy, they spend the most money here in that way. So
yeah.
anyways, you were not expecting Miller or Livingston or all these people to do much, right? They were like just going to play, and then I think Morris, right? So if
Mm.
in an ideal lineup, except for Morris, none of these guys would be playing right now in the team except for rotation. So if you look at it, if you lose three big guns, then your team is always going to be less strong. And I think what Rajasthan Royal consistently has been doing since Shane Warne was the captain, but they never invested in expensive
Big
Indian
player.
players.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yes, they never invested in expensive Indian players. In fact, okay, Unatkar they paid a lot of money, but they never invested in like top order batters. So whether it was Sapnil Ashokar or Yusuf
Yusuf
Pathan or
Pathan.
and then there's so many players. Like Shane Watson also they got it very cheap in that way.
Mm.
So they
Yeah, yeah.
never they always like to get new talent. So Samson they have got right now Rian Parag, Lormor, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Karthik
Yes.
Tyagi. You see like just all like 4 or 5
Under
players who
19
were playing under
stars.
20 4 years back, right? So I think that is I think and it's also to do with the money they have in the bank and even to and they try to save money actually in the auction also all the time.
Hmm.
So this is but obvious that it will happen that I think RR is always punching above their weight, but they will
Yeah.
never be in that consideration because they don't have those superstar players in that way. So for them to win, everything should get together to make them to last four. And I don't remember them making last four for the last 7 8 years, right? When have
Yeah,
they made?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, what I was trying to say was someone like Chris Morris, as you said, he was the most expensive buy in this year's auction, 17 crores something. Do you think he has proved his worth for that amount of amount they had paid him? Because okay, he has got a few wickets, but he hasn't delivered with the bat as much. For an
I
all-rounder,
think
don't you
one
think?
match he won for them, right? When he hit
Yeah,
some
just
28 runs in
yeah, I
a.
think that was in Mumbai. I think on a pretty
Yeah,
high-scoring
yeah,
ground and pitch.
yeah. So
On UAE leg,
yeah.
I'm saying basically, he hasn't
Yeah,
performed
yeah.
much.
So yeah, it's a 3 matches. I think first one match they were lucky. I think, and Mustafizer is bowling much better at that
Yeah,
right now. So I
yeah, yeah.
think Yeah, so I think they have to find a better role for Morris
Yeah.
to get the full value for him, because as one of the all rounders, he should, in my view, they have got too many young Indian players batting up right now. So with
Hmm.
Lormo, Yashasvi, Riyan Parag,
Parag.
three of them, and then one more is there, right? Tewatia
Tewatia.
and yeah.
I think he
So
hasn't delivered at all yet. I mean, nor with the ball or anything.
yeah. So, but Tewatia actually he got into the Indian side. So I think given
Unlucky to miss.
COVID in that way,
Hmm.
but I think
But fitness
also with
issues,
these,
I think,
yeah,
with
although with players like
Ra.
Tewatia and all that, there's so much of head-to-head ball by ball analysis happening. People
Hmm.
have kind of figured out like what they can hit, what they cannot hit. So I know that last time he was left-hander, he hit Sheldon
Hmm.
Cottrell for those 5 6s, the
Yeah.
ball coming into his arc. So I think people are not bowling in that arc also. So, but I think his bowling is would be more useful in this game. I
Yeah,
think
maybe
his
considering the
leg,
pitches, yeah.
yeah.
But he doesn't
So
spin
yeah.
the ball, kind of sliding in kind of a leg
Yeah, yeah,
spinner.
yeah.
Holds the ball
Fastest
a little.
spinners, like people don't know where to come to front foot or back foot.
Hmm.
So yeah, those are the like type of bowlers are usually okay. I think he never goes for like four for 40, right? He will go to
Yeah.
over 22 in that way. So I think
I
that
mean,
is a
you get a feeling you have to hit every ball for 4 or 6, but it just doesn't come on to you, I feel.
yes, yes, yeah. So that is that.
Yeah,
So I think
Dipanshu says, भाई ये कितने chance देंगे रियान पराग, and anyone please explain the role of Rahul Tewat. Yes, that's what we are trying to speak.
yeah,
Dipanshu, Riyan Parag has been a mystery. Though he's very talented, he has done a few matches in Oxford RR in the first leg, also in the last seasons, but this season just has not delivered. Maybe lack of game time or what, I don't know. And some weird looking shots have been played to get out. So I don't know about Riyan Parag. Rahul Tewatia, as he said. Yeah, maybe batting hasn't yet fired, but bowling is doing just that basic role of getting those 2 3 overs just to fill up the overs for one of the bowlers who are having an off day, like a Unadkat had last time. He's there to just cover up the as a sixth bowling option, I'd say, not as a main bowler. He's a all rounder basically. So bits and pieces, to be honest, with someone like Rahul Tewatia. But Rajasthan, that's what they have. They have to make the maximum use of their resources. I'll prefer someone like a Shivam Dubey maybe instead of these guys, who's slightly a better batsman and can give you those medium pace overs in these conditions where medium pacers are having a little bit of extra wickets also, I'll say. So it depends on the RR think tank. Maybe as the tournament progresses, depending on the results, they may do a few changes here and there. Let's see. Dipanshu again here saying Rahul Tewatia win only one match. Yes, he is not wicket taker. They should try Shreyas Gopal or Mayank Markande. More than Shreyas Gopal, I'll be interested about Mayank Markande. He had a very impressive season once in Mumbai Indians. I think when they won that trophy that year, 2017, I guess. Since then, he has hardly played. I think Rajasthan bought him for a base price, but they haven't played him since picking him. So I don't know, maybe a waste of talent in Mayank Markande. I think he played for Indian team also. Few, I think one T20. Your views, Bhasker sir, on either Shreyas Gopal or Mayank Markande for a Tewatia or a Parag?
yeah. So I think Shreyas Gopal, I would, because he's a lower order bat in that way. So if they
And
are
he has a
playing so
good
many.
record against Virat and ABD in general. They used to play these matchups against him.
Yeah. So I think if I look at the lineup, right, I think given that, I would say that they can play Shesh Gopal because he is definitely a better bowler than Tewatia right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they can easily push up Chris Morris at number 7. And then
Mm.
Shesh Gopal can come at 8. So even Gautaman was there in this RR, right? Before
Krishnappa
last
Gautam,
year.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. So again, he's also a decent player. So I think this. So I think they've got three similar type of players: Indian spinning
Hmm.
all rounders, lower order batsmen. So I think they have to kind of rotate. And I think because Tewatia played that blinder of the innings, I think, and then he made it to Indian team after that. So I think he has got a big rope in that way. So I think the players obviously, like they are saying, Riyan Pirag is something who can be replaced if
Yeah.
he does not perform in that field. Yeah.
Srijit saying RR backing players like how CSK does. Hope Riyan Parag, Tewatia Morris will come back. Yeah, I don't know about CSK strategies. They have different players, proven match winners.
No,
These
no,
are
but
more younger.
yeah, yeah. I think CSK is backing. They give long rope to people who are proven international players
Yeah.
like Harbhajan, Shane
Yeah.
Watson, Bravo,
Raidu,
Raina,
Raina.
Raidu. Yeah,
Yeah.
these people are like they know their roles, and then they can, even last match, Raina, right? One match he got run out. The other match also
Yeah.
yeah, he was playing.
Struggling.
Like the first match he had a really bad match against Mumbai where
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he could not play, but other two matches he's okay. So I think the RR strategy is very different because they
Yes.
also have a mix of young players. The Ruturaj, the Gaikwad is there,
Yes.
Sam Curran is there. So it's not like but I think Rajasthan is pretty much light on the whole experience thing, and I think
Mm.
it kind of counts against them in that way. I think actually one bowler who which they have not used is Yashasvi Jaiswal. I think under
Yeah. Leg
19 World
spinner.
Cup, he was one of the like he was bowling 8 to 10 overs in the under
Yes.
19
Yes.
World
Yes.
Cup in that way. Somehow
Yeah.
he has not, and he bowls for Mumbai in Syed Mushtaq Ali
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
Vijay Hazare. So I think that is something they can use, and there is a leg spinner also, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe because Tewati is there, they're not wanting to use another part-time leggy. Could that be a reason?
Yeah, maybe that. I think, or maybe he's not bowling enough in the net, so they don't trust him. They think he's too slow because
Or I think he's focusing too much on the top order batting only. I think to impress everyone than his bowling skills.
yeah,
Okay. Dipanshu again says, I don't know about Garton. Can anyone please explain what his capabilities is? Wow. George Garton, man, I think he's a left arm over swing bowler, has good variations. He does pick up wickets up front also and in the end overs. He's a good left arm bowler who impressed everyone at the 100. I think he got a lot of wickets there also. And I think someone like a Mahila Jayawardena also was impressed with him, who said people may look at him in the coming years. So he's even under the English team selection, I think. Yeah, sir. There's a talk of him being put in the English Lions squad that is like their A team. He's been picked there also, and um, he can be the next in line English player is what people are expecting from someone like a George Garton. Let's hope. I mean, he's playing for RCB. He's bowling the first ball currently. Not express pace as we all know. General English seamer, 130s, mid 130s, just swings the ball a little bit. Hope he's having a good debut today and get some wickets, but not yet proven. Yeah, in English conditions he has done well. Let's see how he adapts to the UAE conditions or going forward in case he's picked in the English team because of these COVID factors and also the quarantine rules, etc. That these people are complaining about. Such players may get a go in the coming time. So wish him the best. Let's see how he goes. Unless he's shows his skill, you can't judge a person based on just a one tournament. Let's see how he does in all conditions all over the world. Then let's see. Let's take a call on
yeah,
him later.
yeah.
That's
Like
George
Adam
Garton.
Milne was the best bowler in 100, but
Yeah,
after one match he did not. You got dropped, right?
even
So
the conditions play a part there. I mean, theirs was
yeah,
slightly seeming good pitches, I'll say, than here, which are more slowish conditions, may not suit these kind of bowlers.
yeah.
So let's see. Let's get back to the game. Let's share the screen and see what's happening. Just a minute. Okay, so first ball there was 2 runs. Even Lewis is off the mark. A little punch off the back foot to cover there for 2 runs. And next two balls have been dot balls here from George Garton. Good start here for RCB. I think they'll need a early wicket hopefully because these guys, apart from Sanju Samson, not others have been very impressive in Rajasthan Royals. Yeah, Maipal Lomlor has scored a few runs, but not at the pace that will be ideally suited for a T20 game. I know the pitches have been a bit slow, but someone like Lomlor, who is known as a pretty big hitter of spinners, I think a little more is expected of him because he's also a Rajasthan domestic team's captain. So lots of responsibility on someone like a Maipal Lomlor to come good. Let's hope. Let see how he goes. Because as an RCB fan, I'll say if you get those couple of wickets, you can put this team under pressure. Especially if you get Samson out, I would like to see where they go about and what, as the Panchvi's favorite player Rian Parag does. So let's see. Only when they're put under pressure, you will get to know their real skills. I'll say. So hope for the best. Okay, so Evan Lewis has played a pull shot and has got a single down to the backward square. So let's see the young Yashasvi Jaiswal now what he does against someone like a George Garden. So
Oh,
what do you
that
think
was a
will be the
big.
par score here?
I think par score is 155, 160, but I don't think the Rajasthan will get there.
Oh, you
Mhm.
think they don't get there? Okay, that's something.
Yeah.
So just an early prediction, sir. Do you think it will be RCB or RR today?
I'm backing RCB, chasing teams.
Okay, so chasing team, fine. So that will be like a good chase master from Virat Kohli masterclass. You expect?
Yeah, well, they've got a lot of players, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
as an RCB fan, sir, I know the top order has done well in Padikkal and Virat. Also, Maxwell has come good, but aren't we missing that old ABD fireworks? Maybe it's been quite some time, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I need to go just now, so I'll just be there later. Yeah, just
Sure,
connect.
sure, sure, sure. Yes, sir. Okay, so that's the end of the first over, and Rajasthan Royals are three without loss. So let's see how, as Bhasker is predicting a 150 score for RR at the end of 20 overs. But I'll say maybe less than that will be best because we have seen even yesterday this 130, 140 score is also pretty tricky for teams chasing. So lesser the better, I'll say, hopefully. And let's see how RCB also chase the score because this is the first time they'll be under pressure chasing this much. I'll be interested who will be bowling the second over. It will be yes, it's Mohammad Siraj. Miabai is back, and it's a single to Evan Lewis here. So RRR 4 for no loss at 1.1 overs. Mohammad Siraj has been a pretty impressive guy so far, as you have seen in his Test match career so far for Team India. Also, started out being very expensive, and lots of people trolled him as maybe not as such a good T20 bowler, but people need to remember that his prominence came because of his wicket taking ability in the domestic 4-day games, that is Ranji Trophy, and from there he was picked for the India A also. He has a 7 or 8 wicket haul against Australia in a pitch like Bangalore in a 4-day game. On a Bangalore pitch for a fast bowler to pick up 8 wickets against an Australian team that had someone like Usman Khwaja, Hanscom, and those kind of players. He got those wickets and won that 4-day game for India A. That's where his prominence came. But because, as we know, in IPL selections, based on your domestic performances, you get picked. And with very little T20 experience, he came in. Did reasonably well when he played for Sunrisers Hyderabad. That's where I think he came into notice, and RCB picked him. But because of the conditions in Chinnaswamy, as we all know, are graveyards for fast bowlers, he got tonked here and there, and people started thinking whether he is such a good T20 bowler. But picking for the Test squad and certain things that happened in his life during the Australian tour, he has become more stronger mentally, at least, and his bowling has come up. So very happy for someone like Mohammad Siraj doing well. That augurs well for Indian cricket because fast bowlers are a very important requirement to win overseas, and we already have a good battery of fast bowlers in Ishant, Shami, Bumrah, Umesh, and having someone like Siraj join in. Few are coming in through like Prasidh Krishna, and Karthik Tyagi looks impressive. Can be a good test bowler. So Shardul Thakur has come into Navdeep Saini. All these fast bowlers are impressive for Team India's point of view. So people like Siraj, everyone, all this group of fast bowlers who are there and who will be coming into Team India, wish him the very best to succeed and showcase all their skills here in IPL so that they improve even their T20 skills. So let's see how it goes for Mohammad Siraj. Another dot ball here to Yashasvi Jaiswal. A good mowing away delivery there. Jaiswal seems to be struggling, and Siraj here gets hit on the body and almost ball rolling onto the stumps. Hmm. That's good pace from Siraj. I'll say 140 almost. Good pace, good bounce on a fresh pitch. We must remember this is a pitch that's not been used so far in the tournament in Dubai. Bit of the edge side of the square, so one part of the boundary is shorter, and one side, especially for your left-hander, one side is shorter, so left-handers can make the big shots a bit of a priority in one part of the boundary. So let's see how the players do adapt to such a condition. One more ball to go to the second over. It's a classic cover drive from Yashasvi Jaiswal to finish off the over. So Rajasthan are 8 for no loss after 2 overs. It's a good start for Rajasthan Royals. So any of the RR supporters, I'll say Halla ball. But Rajasthan are in a bit of a dire strait. I'll say they need to win their coming games and hope certain results also go their way because their run rate is pretty low. So they need to win big, I'll say. So that's a challenge for them. So my pick in the top four, right as of now, KKR look more favored than Mumbai Indians because KKR, we must remember, have 3 games which are against the bottom teams in Punjab, Hyderabad, and uh, who is it? Punjab, Hyderabad, and Rajasthan. So KKR look more favorites. Mumbai will find it a bit tough. So let's see how it goes for them. Uh, Especially because run rates do make a big point here. Dipanshu says, which team has the best opening and bowling? Please give opinion, both of you. So Bhasker sir is here, sir. Do you want to take this?
Yes, yes. So I think let's look at the opening bowling. I would so let's look at all the options. I would think uh, KKR is bowling with who? Oh, yeah. So Rajasthan, Mustafa. They don't use Mustafiz at the top, right? So
No, no,
it
no.
it it to go through. I think in my view, the best opening right now is CSK with Rutu Raj and
Paf
Fab Duplessis.
Duplessis.
That is the best, most consistent opening. They go at a decent strike rate, and I think
Yeah.
second I would close second is Delhi Capitals, Shikhar Dhawan and Prithvi
Yes.
Shaw.
Prithvi
So
Shaw.
I
Yeah.
think that way it's quite clear. I think bowling is tough because not everybody is bowling in that way. So, in the first match, Bolt and Bumrah did very well, but then Bumrah did never bowled in that way. And then when I look at KKR, I think right now overall, I think KKR bowling is
Yeah.
looking best because either Varun Chakravarti or Sunil Narine is bowling definitely in the top 6 overs, and that gives them quite an edge. And they have won 3 matches out of 4 coming to UAE, backed by those two spinners. So I think in that way, I would say they are the kind of the best top six. They
Teams.
are not the best pace
Yeah.
bowlers, but they are the more
Effective.
effective power play
Yeah.
bowlers. Yeah,
The Panchu said they should bring on Maxi, and Maxi has been brought on, and a six has been hit
gone
by
for a six.
Yashasvi Jaiswal of Maxwell. So I don't think Dipanshu that was a good choice. Basically, if you ask me, Maxwell straight away, and the bowlers, especially the seamers, had done well. Let's see how it goes. Dipanshu here again says, "Khatam by RR. You don't take tough call, Sanju. You are the captain. You will be blamed." Tough call, as you mean, again changes. Yeah, but Sanju
Yeah,
Samson
but
alone doesn't take
honestly,
the call, right? The management,
yeah,
everyone like a
yeah,
Sangakara,
yeah,
all will be involved. So one guy can't be blamed for a win or a loss. The Panshu. I know
yeah.
captains are
No,
accountable,
and
but
I
end of the day, it's a team.
yeah. Yeah, and I think if you are an established India player, I don't think you can. Not many Indian captains have been fired, right? Even if like Karthik and
Gambhir
Gambhir,
left.
they all
Yeah.
replaced themselves, right? I think if
Mm,
you are a foreign captain or a foreign coach, that you or director of cricket in that way, those people get replaced a lot. So I think
yeah.
if you look at how many coaches, so let's look at the franchises who have never won, right? So this
RCB, Delhi,
Rajasthan
and Punjab.
RCB, Delhi, and Punjab, right? So they have had so many
Mm,
changes of coaches, right from Martin Crowe to Mike
yeah.
Hesson to Simon Kateri to Anil Kumble, Sehwag. Uh, there were like so many changes they
Jennings.
always.
What
Yeah,
Jennings? Ray
yeah.
Jennings. Yeah.
Ray Jennings, yeah. So many changes here, and then Delhi also has got through a lot of changes. But if you look at Stephen Fleming is a coach for such a long time, Tom
Mm,
Moody and Trevor Bellis were always there,
Hyderabad.
very consistent. Yeah. So and then CSK and I think Mumbai also Jayawardene is there for a long time after Ponting left. So it's uh, it's just I think it's more on the coaching staff. When the overall happens, the whole coaching staff gets overhauled, and then they have a new strategy, and the captain is just a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. RR don't have any left arm of spin. Every team left arm. I think
How do you?
Maipa Lomlor balls a bit of left arm spin. The Panchu. So I'm not sure. What you are referring to, left arm orthodox
But I
spinner
don't know.
is
Left arm
Mike
cannot
Brown.
play off spin, right? They go left arm orthodox or left arm tournament. So
Maybe
yeah,
saying right arm off
no,
spinner.
no team has left arm off spin actually.
Yeah, left arm orthodox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you think left arm
But
leg
if
spinner, they had a Shamsi. And if you want a right arm, I won't say off spin exactly, but a spinner so called is your favorite. Rian Parag balls those underarm. Sorry, what is that? I don't know. Slingshot spinners. What?
side
So
arm, side arm.
side arm. Yeah. So let's see. I don't know. Dipanshu again. Why last two IPL games are scheduled at one time? Actually, there's a 2 points I would like to bring here. Uh, one is the broadcaster, that is Star Sports. They are saying the afternoon games are having very less viewership, so they want some good viewership in the prime time slot. That is the reason they are okay. So my little friend Aman Morris is here. Hi Aman.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, man.
Hi.
Hmm.
Yeah, I really hope Rajasthan will win, but that probably won't happen.
Rajasthan's need to win. Why?
No, it's coming from a KKR fan point of view because
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay. I
exactly.
understand. I
Because
understand. I
if
understand. Fine, fine.
KKR have a high chance of beating PBKS, and if they
Hmm.
win, they'll be tied to points. And KKR has a high net run rate, so they'll go into the third spot.
Okay, so you want KKR rather than Mumbai
So
into the
from a
top four
KKR, as a KKR fan, I
fan.
want Rajasthan to win.
Good, 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 good. Nice,
Like
nice, nice.
if it had nothing to do with KKR, I would have RCB to win, but because it has something to do with KKR, I want Rajasthan to win.
I mean, Aman, don't you think henceforth, whichever games are being played, will have an impact on someone or the other's chances? Okay, maybe not on CSK and Delhi, maybe, but all the rest of the teams will be relying on other teams' results to favor them.
Mm-hmm.
Aman is very happy. Aman, will you do one favor? What favor, Dipanshu?
Favor,
See, is
what
asking
favor?
you. You need to be more clear, Dipanshu, because Aman is ready. He is very happy that KKR
Okay.
has been winning.
Yeah,
Yesterday, so
I haven't,
very
I
close
haven't stopped
game.
smiling like since.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
win, though, I must say.
Yeah. I enjoyed that victory so much.
Right.
Bhasker
Hey, where
says
did
left.
Bhasker go? Has left?
He'll probably come back.
Okay.
Dipanshu is not watching, so the okay. Suppose
Okay, he's saying
KKR and
suppose KKR or
Kolkata
SL
win.
win right
Will
now.
you celebrate?
Please do celebration. Yeah, yeah, he's doing an
For
Imran
me,
Tahir.
for me to do it, there has to be a victory because that's only when it really comes out. That's only
See,
when I
what
want to
he's
do it.
saying is yesterday the way you celebrated when KKR won, especially those sixes of who's that
Oh,
Nitish
I love
Rana hit of
that.
Lalit Yadav, and
Yeah,
even
I
when
love
Sunil
that.
Narayan hit Rabada, that was really worth watching. I'll say as an KKR fan or just a person who love to see a cricket fan celebrate and enjoy. I think you are the epitome of it, Aman. For your age, the enthusiasm, your knowledge is outstanding. I think everybody loves watching it. So stay the same, enjoy the game. No, win or lose happens, man. It's a game, end of the day. But
Yeah.
do enjoy every moment. That's the beauty of sport, right? It teaches you one day how to win, take up the losses, improve, and get back better.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm pretty used to losses as a KKR supporter, but right now I'm so happy with. Actually, this is great signs for the
See,
second leg.
Pawan is
That's
saying
so
well done
good.
to Aman and
Well done.
KKR yesterday.
Thanks.
Good, good, good.
All
Nice.
right. Any
So
other
me
questions?
and Bhaskar sir were predicting what could be the score for Rajasthan by end of 20 overs.
All right.
I was thinking around 140 to 150 max. What do you think?
I'm thinking around. Actually, I'm gonna say like it's gonna be 160 to 170 or 170 to 180. It's gonna be high scoring.
High scoring, but
Yeah, I
pitches here
think.
hasn't
No,
been
I don't
so
think that.
good for batting.
Yeah, I know, but I think RR is going to start off well.
I mean, they're 29 for no loss in 3.5 overs.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. But it's only the beginning, so
Pawan says, I definitely think KKR will get to the playoff right now. Yeah, as per the standings and the run rate that they are favorites to go.
they have a good run
But
rate.
you never know because they have a relatively
Yeah.
easier path, as I said. against Rajasthan, Hyderabad, and Punjab. They play their next three games, which they should win on paper. But yesterday, as we saw, someone like Hyderabad upsetting Rajasthan. So things like that, if they can avoid, then yeah,
Yeah.
KKR should be through. But never know in IPL, anything can happen, as we all know.
Yeah. We have 4 people
The
watching
boundary.
now, so please join. The link is there.
Yes, he's,
Please
where was
join.
Sarthak? Sarthak joined there a little bit earlier. Where is he?
Did it?
Satvik, sorry. Yeah.
I think he joined yesterday.
No, no, no. In the comment section is there in the start of the
Oh, in
show.
comment section is there.
Yeah,
He came. He actually
he
he
came. Yeah, yeah,
joined
yeah.
yesterday. There you go, everybody. The link has been reposted.
Yes.
So
Please do
the
join
5
again.
people watching, I don't know who. Probably Dipanshu
Yeah,
is
Dipanshu,
one,
please
but
join here. Only
yeah,
commenting.
I know Pawan. You're a
Wow,
bit
that's a big
busy, I
hit
think.
by even Lewis. That's six.
Oh, I think. All right. I think that's 6.
Aman, what are your thoughts on Prasidh Krishna for KKR?
Yeah, I really like him. And actually, at the beginning of the season, not in the second leg, I knew this guy is going
Okay.
to do well. At the
Yeah.
beginning of the season,
Okay. I mean, he's in the current.
he's kind of taking over the spot for Pat Cummins right now.
Yeah, Pat Cummins, right.
He's not taking over Pat Cummins' spot, but
But he was
he's
dropped last
like,
game, man.
yeah. But the thing is, I think he's doing well and just making KKR miss Pat Cummins at least a bit less right now.
But
And of
Cummins
course, you
also
can't
could bat a
trust
little
Pat
bit. So
Cummins
how can you
after, yeah.
compare him with someone like Pat Cummins? He's a good bowler, I agree, but batting, Cummins also hits a few runs.
Yeah, Cummins can also bat.
Pawan says, I love
Pawan
RR
says,
because of Sangakkara presence. Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes. Sanga's,
See,
I think
he's
he's not
not.
exactly
No,
a
no,
coach, right?
he's not
He's
the
a
coach.
director of
He's not the coach.
operations or
He's
something.
direct. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's a coach. Yeah. Sorry, he's not the coach.
Hmm. Amma, do you think all these fancy names make any difference to those players? Coach, director of operations, head coach, all these big, big names they give, right? Does it have any impact? They do the same thing, right? End of the day.
Yeah, exactly. They should just have the coach, the
Hmm.
batting coach, the spinning, and
Yes.
anyway, they should just have the coaches. And I don't know. I think Sangakkara, even though he is the only the director, he's acting like he's not really playing his role as the director. He's playing more
Hmm.
of the role as a coach actually. From like I've on the RCB YouTube, sorry RR YouTube channel, they show
Uh-huh.
like these. They show the videos, and
Yes.
Sangha is the one giving them tips. It's not their coach.
Yes.
It's a,
Yeah.
yeah.
Correct. Aman, do Imran Tahir celebration. What is it, Dipanshu? You come on
I'm
the
in a
show first.
small room. I'm in a small room.
Yeah. If he runs more,
Sorry.
he'll be going out of the house. So you can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's way past night now. So it's not safe.
Yeah.
It's very. Stay
Mm.
inside, Aman.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Sangakkara
Sangakkar is
is
the mentor and
mentoring.
director. RR don't have a coach. Yeah, that's what Pawan we are saying. There's no coach. The coach Andrew
That
McDonald
that
resigned.
that kind of explains why he's acted a bit like a coach.
Yes,
Kind of explains why Sangha has acted a bit like a coach.
exactly correct. I mean, he has such experience and knowledge, man. Someone like a young captain like a Sanju Samson will benefit a lot from someone like a Sangakkara in the dressing room and listening to him. So that will improve him also, as well as all the other players who are there. All the young players basically in RR.
Yeah.
Like a young boy like here, Yashasvi Jaiswal, such a talented left-hander. Don't you
Yes,
think
I
he'll
really like this.
yeah, Jaiswal or Parag, very young boys. Hope they do well under Sangakkara.
What? Yo, sorry,
What is it?
Dipanshu. That was literally 18 years before I was born. I have no clue about that.
How do you know about 92
I
cricket?
do watch these. I watch these old highlights, but I have no clue what you're talking about.
That was my first World Cup, to be honest. 92 World Cup. That was watched
My first World Cup was the
when Pakistan won it,
my first World Cup born was the
2011.
2011. The first World Cup I followed was 2015.
15, huh? Okay.
Like when I actually watched it, I was 1 years old. Thank God I didn't watch
Dipanshu,
the
just
last
for
one.
you, 92 World Cup was the first time India played Pakistan in a World Cup encounter. That was in Sydney. And as
Yes.
I told you, Pakistan won that World Cup. As an
Pakistan won.
Indian fan,
The next
India
one,
won
Sri Lanka won, right? Yeah.
96, yeah. As an
I
Indian
actually
fan,
know. Even though
Yeah.
I was only able to witness 3 of all these World Cups, I know who's won every single World Cup.
Great, man. That's how you should improve knowledge. If you can get it footage of
75 West Indies, 79 West Indies,
yes, 83
83 is he Aussie?
India, man.
Oh, sorry.
Ah,
Yeah,
87
you
is
must.
Aussie.
Yeah, 87 is Aussie.
Yeah,
Then comes the
92.
92. 92
Hmm.
is Pakistan. 96 is
Yes,
Sri Lanka.
correct.
1999 is Aussie. Then
Yeah,
Aussie. I remember they had like a
Aussie.
3 or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then Aussie again.
yes.
Then India. Then Aussie,
Hmm.
and then England.
Oh, last one. Do you think really is England?
Uh, I don't know. Actually, I feel like it's even. There's a lot of people who say, okay, well, England actually did better, but I
Okay,
feel
just
like they
come.
should have at least done like another super over or something.
Yeah, agree
I feel
on
like it
that.
was unfair to New Zealand, especially
Okay,
when they're like the nicest team.
yeah, man, that was a tie, right? Not a winner on what is that
Yeah,
boundary count and stuff like that. Controversial. Anyways, keep
yeah,
that
because
aside.
I
I'll come
think
to
I
the
think
topic, Aman. I think
yeah,
Pancho was
off
asking about
topic.
the 92 World Cup. India won just two games in that World Cup. One was against Pakistan, one was against Zimbabwe. Okay. So, end of the World Cup, Pakistan won that World Cup. So, as an Indian fan, we could say we beat a world champion.
Yeah,
That was the only good thing about the 92 World Cup and the jersey that India currently wears for the limited over. That navy blue kind of
yeah.
jersey is a 92 World Cup retro version. Yeah,
I think
coming to that,
Rohan,
this
we're
thing.
going way off topic right now.
Yeah,
Like
because
we're
the
way off
RR is
topic.
playing very well, man.
Of course, you're trying to
Pawan
drag
says
this
the first
topic
World
off
Cup he
topic.
was born was for 2003, but I watched 2007 World Cup whole tournament. 2007 World Cup, actually, Indian fans have forgotten where. We don't even know any of the games as soon as India was eliminated. Or even the Pakistani fans may not remember it for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, man, this is for you.
I got to witness both of them a bit more of Bhuvneshwar Kumar because I didn't always get to see Kulasekara, but he was a
Hmm.
very good bowler from what I've watched of him. I got to watch about 4 years of him, and yeah, he was very good. But I think Kulasekara is very good, and I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar still has time to overtake.
Hmm. No, I think because both are very similar pace and swing bowlers. So I think both are good. Kula used to bat also a little bit lower down the order in numbers 8 and 9. Good batsman in coming down the order.
I don't get how was this good for Sri Lanka fans?
In one,
What
he's
Sri Lanka
talking about
was
the
the final?
2007 World Cup,
Oh, I
which
think
I
Sri
think Sri
Lanka
Lanka
went in
reached
the
the
final
finals.
against Australia, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Sri
not
Lanka,
just that.
Australia. Right.
There was one big moment of Lasith Malinga picking 4 wickets in 4 balls against South Africa.
Mm, yeah, I
That was
think
a
we're
good
going really
moment.
off topic, but I know everybody we're going off topic. Rohan is trying to
Yeah.
take this off topic right now.
Okay. Sorry. They're 50 up for Rajasthan in 5 overs.
Mm, 50 up. I think should we end the stream?
Let's end it after the power play, you say? Or you want to end it now?
Yeah, let's end. Yeah.
Pawan is scolding Gilchrist
Because
here.
in the final, the special glove cost the game. Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
I have no clue what y'all are talking about. I mean,
Okay.
I do know a bit because I know who won
In
that
that
World Cup.
final, actually entire tournament, Adam Gilchrist did not score a single run. Basically, you must say. And in that final, he put some golf ball in his gloves, and he scored that 149. So that's what I think he is trying to tell about Pavan. But it was a
Okay.
classic knock from Gilchrist. And due respect, Pawan, at in those times from 99 till about 2010-11, Australia was such a dominant team. If you lose to them, also, I don't think there was any shame in it. I mean, for Indian
Yeah, I think
fan, when we
Bhasker
lost,
just came back and went.
is it? Oh, okay. In 2003, when we lost, also we beat all the teams in the world, but lost to Australia twice. So that was no shame in being the number two team in the world, man. And that time, I think Sri Lanka was number two till about 2007-8. Even I think 2011 they were number two. Till then, I'll say not ranking wise. I'm talking
I
in terms of results.
I barely ever witnessed Sri Lanka cricket success. Like 2015, I got to witness a bit, and then like I actually thought, oh, this team is pretty good. And then the next year,
Uh, do you have any memories of the 2014 T20 World Cup, Aman? Have you watched any clips of it with they won the
no,
T20
I
World
was
Cup?
four. No,
I know you were four. Did you watch any clips on it?
Oh yeah, I watched clips, of course.
Okay.
I
Tisara
watched.
Pereira was there. Malinga bowled a beautiful over. Kulasekar started well.
I watched the highlights.
Okay. That's a good World Cup.
I think I think Bhasker said just he just came and went. So
Maybe some network issues, not sure. Has he messaged
back
anything?
to the match.
Yeah,
Very good
55 for no
batting from the
loss.
Rajasthan Royals, especially Emil Lewis, who got 40 from 20. This could be a quick 50 for him.
As an RCB fan, I think we need to get rid of Evan Lewis, man. He's a dangerous player.
Yes, yes.
Aman, any tips to get a wicket here?
I guess Emil Lewis is trying to smash it, but the problem is this is the power play. Like if it wasn't, we could have
Yeah,
like put fielders in the deep right now. That's the only problem.
yeah,
I
man.
don't think he should like bowl bounces trying to scare Lewis because he's just gonna hook them.
West Indies don't get scared of
Yeah,
bouncers,
no,
man.
scared of bounces. Bounces is literally a good thing for them.
It'll go out of the park.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you bowl bouncers? I know you're a spinner,
I'm a spinner.
but you can bowl a bouncer. You know that, right?
I've bowled a accidental bouncer to the small Mali at practice.
Oh,
Sorry,
don't do
Mali
that.
means little kid.
Yeah, I understand. Don't do that. When you grow up, you bowl, okay?
No, I was actually supposed to be bowling a nice full ball.
It slipped, is it?
Yes, and then it suddenly bounced. Luckily, it
Oh.
didn't. It came, but it didn't hit him.
Did he wear a
It just
helmet
went
at
there.
least?
Yeah, of course he was wearing a helmet.
Then good. See, that's a safety precaution that's been told here in the sports breakdown. Young kids practicing, please wear your helmets and all the
Yes.
protective gear. Yeah.
Okay, we got something from Pawan.
Pawan saying something.
China
Yeah.
may be an option now for RCB.
Yeah. But I think, as
But
Aman said, maybe after the
actually,
power play.
yeah, maybe after the power play. Yeah, but I think they've only played one spin, if I'm not mistaken, which is Glenn Maxwell for only one over.
Yeah.
Hit for 13.
End of the over. So that's 56 for no loss after power play.
A bit of a. I mean, it was better than the other overs, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mohammad Siraj.
About 6 in the over.
Okay, then. Where's Aman? You're not
I'm
being
here.
seen. Can't see you. Okay. So what's it? Shall we end it? They are taking a timeout.
Yeah, I think we should end it. It's power play, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching the sports
Uh,
breakdown.
I'll be joining after the game for a post match review. After the game,
Hmm.
right? You can go
I
ahead and
won't be.
sleep, Aman.
I just sleep right after the match.
Great.
Unless it's a KKR match, then I stay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
You can do
like
your
I watch.
celebrations.
No, I watch. Yeah, I have to celebrate after the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pawan says last.
Of
Shahbaz
course,
Ahmed
I'll
could be an
I'll watch
option.
the full
Yeah.
match, but I like to sleep right after the match.
Right then.
Shabazz
Okay.
Ahmed. Yeah, I feel like he's actually been forgotten. He's been
Yeah.
forgotten. Really.
He's a good player. Falls a little bit, bats a bit decent.
Hmm.
Right then. Shall we move?
Yeah.
Okay then. Hello. Thanks all for joining the sports breakdown here for this game. I'll be back after the game finishes, hopefully with RCB win or RR win. Let's see. Hope for a good game. Thanks, Aman. Thanks. See you next time.
Yes.
Right?
Remember to like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah. Please do that and stay safe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.